What if love never truly dies? What if years after a story ends, the heart still whispers the same name? And what if the man who once ruled millions of hearts suddenly breaks down, live on television? Tonight, on Magazine News and Gossip, we dive into the shocking confession that has left the world speechless, the night Yaman revealed the truth about Demet Özdemir. Welcome back, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button, because what you're about to hear is something no one saw coming. After months of silence, Yaman, one of the most admired stars of the small screen, appeared on the Italian talk show Notte di Verità, Night of Truth. And that name couldn't have been more fitting, because what happened that night wasn't just an interview, it was an emotional storm. At first, everything seemed normal. Laughter, nostalgia, the usual charm of January. But when the host, Elena Rossi, asked the question that no one dared to ask, the entire studio froze. "Jan," she said gently, "what did the love you shared with Demet Özdemir mean to you?" The audience held its breath. A long silence followed. Jan's smile faded. His eyes began to glisten. And then, in a trembling voice, he said words that pierced millions of hearts. "My love for Demet is now impossible, but I will never stop loving her." The crowd went silent. Even Elena seemed at a loss for words. Jan tried to continue, but his voice broke. He looked down, wiped away tears, and whispered, "Some loves never fade. They just live in silence." Those few seconds spread across social media like wildfire. Within hours, hashtags like #JanYaman, #Demet Özdemir, and #ImpossibleLove were trending worldwide. Fans were in shock, some crying, some rejoicing, others simply stunned. One comment read, "After all these years, the way he still looks at her, that's real love." Another said, "He says it's impossible, but his eyes tell a different story." During the interview, Jan admitted that meeting Demet had changed his life forever. "She wasn't just a co-star," he confessed. "She made me a better man, more patient, more understanding, more human." He paused, his voice barely a whisper. Sometimes life gives you a miracle, but you can't keep it. Applause filled the studio. Yet Jan couldn't finish his words. Overwhelmed by emotion, he covered his face with his hands. The host placed a comforting hand on his shoulder and asked softly, "Do you still love her?" Jan took a deep breath. "Yes," he said, "but this love can't exist anymore. Our paths are different, yet the same mark remains in our hearts." As soon as the show ended, the internet exploded. Everyone rushed to check Demet Özdemir's social media accounts. But there was silence, no posts, no reactions. Still, according to close sources, Demet had been deeply moved. A friend revealed, Demet watched the interview alone at home. When she heard him say, "I will never stop loving her," she covered her face and cried. By the next morning, major Italian newspapers had turned the story into front-page news. La Repubblica wrote, "Yaman cries for his ex-girlfriend Demet Özdemir. I still love her." Meanwhile, Corriere della Sera commented, "This was not just an expression of love. It was the vulnerability of a soul laid bare." Reporters described Jan's confession as so heartfelt that it overshadowed his career. But while fans were touched, not everyone was happy. Sarah Bluma, Jan's recent girlfriend, reportedly had a breakdown while watching the live broadcast. According to an insider from the show Ciao Bella, Sarah was furious. She couldn't believe Jan spoke about Demet with so much emotion. She cried, screamed, and even threw her phone. Later, other sources claimed that Sarah refused to answer Jan's calls that night. The couple allegedly had a heated argument, and tension between them skyrocketed. Feeling the pressure of the growing controversy, Jan finally broke his silence with a short post on his social media. "I didn't want to hurt anyone, but keeping everything inside was killing me. Sometimes telling the truth sets you free." The message received hundreds of thousands of reactions. Many fans flooded him with love and support, while others criticized him. "You hurt Sarah," one comment read. But the story didn't end there. Because just when things started to calm down, a familiar voice reignited the fire. Eileen Karadeniz, Demet's former manager, made a shocking statement. "That love isn't over," she said. "It's only changed its shape." What exists between Jan and Demet isn't just love, it's a spiritual bond. It never truly ended, it just became silent. Her words hit social media like a bomb. Some users said, "Eileen knows them better than anyone," while others criticized her for interfering in their private lives. Turkish gossip shows quickly jumped on the story. Magazine D, too. Sayfa and Soyulmetim Almaz replayed Jan's emotional confession again and again. Journalist Berkin Bali commented, "Jan never forgot Demet. This wasn't nostalgia, it was regret." His heart stayed where his story began. The media couldn't stop talking about it. Clips of Jan's trembling voice, his tearful eyes, and that unforgettable line, "I will never stop loving her," flooded timelines everywhere. Fans across the world began writing tributes, videos, and edits of their love story, bringing back memories of their on-screen magic. Old interviews resurfaced, moments where their chemistry was undeniable. People started asking, had Jan and Demet's story ever really ended? Or had it just gone underground, away from the public eye, waiting for the right moment to resurface? Days later, paparazzi captured Demet quietly walking through Istanbul, looking emotional, headphones on, lost in thought. No words, no statements, just silence. Yet, that silence spoke louder than anything. As for Jan, sources close to him said he had withdrawn from public appearances again, focusing on his projects and spending time alone. But one thing was clear, his confession had changed everything. Experts called it one of the most emotional moments ever seen on Italian television. Psychologists even analyzed the scene, noting how Jan's body language reflected genuine pain and lingering love. And as magazine news and gossip always reminds you, behind the cameras, fame, and red carpets, celebrities are just human beings capable of feeling, breaking, and loving, just like us. So, what does the future hold for Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir? Will destiny bring them back together, or has time truly sealed their story forever? Only time will tell. But one thing is undeniable. Some stories never fade. They echo through years, through screens, through hearts. And this one might just be eternal. Thank you for watching magazine news and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the truth behind the stars is always one heartbeat away. Until next time, stay tuned for more stories that make you feel, think, and believe in love again.